sound the damn alarm, I just came to the same conclusion again. Yo, what's up and welcome back. Yes, back, of course, to Angel's Reach. As always, I'm Angel, and today I wanted to say that I've been chasing nostalgia, but it's because I've been wanting to live in the past. And what that means is I hold my past very fondly, and a lot of first times for me have been fantastic, and I've been chasing those highs and stuff figuratively and literally, and yeah, it's not time to let go. I feel like I've obviously let those moments go in the past, but chasing similar highs and stuff have really prevented me from being who I really wanted to be. And what I mean by like I learned the same lesson over again is I learned that like no moment ever happens twice. And like I feel like I've known that already, but I mean it's just kind of come to me recently that I've been trying to search for the same moment again in time. For example, like I was just the other day playing an emulated PlayStation 2 game and listening to the newest Front Bottoms album, and those are both things I did not necessarily childhood, but definitely when I was younger. The FIFA 14 for the PlayStation 2 obviously was like around 2014, 2015 maybe, and then the Front Bottoms I think also like honestly around the same age, 2015, 2016, 17. Washed unk, whatever. That just actually like frustrated me. I saw my cousin who's younger than me. Um, he did a 6-7 joke. He was like, "Oh, dude, look at the scoreboard," and then as soon as he said that, he was like, and then he shook his head and kept playing 2K with me, and then I was like laughing. I was like, "Oh my gosh, the younger generation really is done with 6-7 too. That's crazy." But I don't know. Like all memes, like it's just pattern recognition for me. I just as soon as I recognize a meme or rhythm or something, I just get into it. But no, the other day I was even chasing nostalgia. Like I was playing FIFA 14 on an emulated PS2 and listening to the newest Front Bottoms album, not even like the oldest, like 2015 album, like Back on Top or Mother Rose or something. I don't know, but I mean yeah, and I actually really recommend listening to the new Front Bottoms album. I forget what it's called. Oh my god, my cart. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Also, I was gonna recommend some cards because I went to the dispensary. But uh, the Front Bottoms album I recommend listening to is called "Yeah, You Are Who You Hang Out With." Let me actually show the. It's super fire. I recommend listening to it, especially if you already are a Front Bottoms fan. If you like folk, like indie music, if you like, acoustic sort of thing, interesting vocals, that sort of situation, I highly recommend it. Especially like super emotional lyrics and like, mm, yeah, yeah. Just like more like obscure. I don't know if obscure is the right word, but non-traditional sort of songwriting and stuff. But it's really dope stuff. I really recommend it, and it does fit into the whole narrative of nostalgia because like reading like the album description, it was like we tried going back to our roots a little bit, and while we tried experimenting and doing things that like felt good, we tried our best to say that we're like moving on while staying true to our like youthful nature and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's super dope. And you could hear it in the album. You Are Who You Hang Out With by the Front Bottoms. I think it's such an ode to who they were, along with who they're becoming and stuff. Brian has a lot of the songwriting and stuff in it. And um, oh my gosh, I was gonna say Michael, no, Matt. I think the drummer Matt. Um, is super fantastic as well. He's always going to be a crucial part of the band, and I don't know. There's like a lot of like the similar vocal um performances that you're used to with Brian Settle, albeit sometimes with new elements added like autotune and stuff to provide like a extra perspective on change and evolution and stuff, both in music and his person. I think it's really really fun. I think it has a lot of elements that is the reason I fell in love with like the Front Bottoms, like as like a 14, 15-year-old kid, I really like just like the brutally honest songwriting, and like even if the singing didn't sound like perfect or anything like that, it really delivered the emotion and like yeah, just the message of a lot of the songs that Brian wrote. And um I think I really found a lot of that in the recent album, and it had a lot to do with them sort of making it as an ode to, again, their older music and them growing and discovering more about themselves and learning more, and not discovering more about themselves, I'm sure that, but like embracing more who they're becoming, and not necessarily letting the past dictate kind of who they are, you know what I mean, as much as be a stepping stone to who they will be or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too deep into it. But the whole point of that tangent is I really was in a nostalgic mood. I was listening to that album, and I was thinking of my early high school days, late middle school, of like listening to to like Midwestern emo music type stuff, and like sadder music, and just and just pretending to be like alone and stuff, because like I mean, I had like friends and stuff, but like just listening to the lyrics and stuff and being like, oh man, this is like crazy deep and like dark and stuff. And like I would be listening to stuff like that alongside like rap and what's it called, uh game track music that my brothers would add to the Mac computer that we had, the home computer, like this really big white, uh, like huge cube of a computer that I think my local school let us have because we were a part of the community, like, or helpful around the area or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of like PS2 games, and then I've also been in general listening to more music, but also trying to let myself listen to like older stuff that I kind of like, and going back to older songs. Like I just played Def Jam for the PlayStation 2, and I saw Sean Paul was in it, and I re-listened to Get Busy and Temperature, I think. And like even that took me back to like middle school dances and stuff. We should not have been listening to that early, but like even like I mean like elementary school and stuff. Like not hearing it in elementary school, but like when I was of that age. All right, let's get it clear. They weren't they weren't playing Sean Paul at the fourth grade dance. Actually, maybe they were. I don't know. I don't remember how we got down back in the day. But yeah, I've been chasing nostalgia basically, and it's super dope, but no moment ever happens twice. And like, even if you go to the same restaurant with the same person, well, I don't know. I can't speak for a marriage of like 20 years. Maybe you did go to the same pizzeria and it was the same place and you got the same slice and there was the same people in there. Oh, average Saturday night. Oh, the usual. I don't know. I can't speak to that. Like maybe those moments really feel like the same day every day, but I feel like a lot of times chasing a similar feeling, or particularly a feeling, but more so like maybe even a moment. It really closes your like mind. It really puts you in a box and and it prevents you from like really experiencing things for what they are, rather than like what they're not. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people are judging things for what they're not and stuff. And that's kind of also a reason why I wanted to talk about like music and video games and stuff on this channel, is because like I don't think I review things or like absorb media better than anybody else. Obviously, like however you review or absorb things is the way that you review. I think the best thing about media is the way that everybody is able to interpret it as their like own. Obviously there's people who have a clear message, like there's no other way to take this message than the way it is. But I mean, I love the way that people love or I love the way that people think it. So um yeah, just not having the same moment, I think, is super important. I think it's what makes life worth living, is that we're not going to have those moments again. And uh, just to like enjoy it while it's there. Basically, I don't know. I gotta get to work, man. I always record this like just before I'm about to get to work, just because that's when I'm obviously the most energetic. Even though I'm not like super pumped or hype. Actually, I should get a little bit pumped. Am I okay? I'm probably shaking my dust off too much. Let me relax. But shout out to Sweater, bro. Shout out Dorf. I'm not gonna say bros. Nah, I am. Shout out Orlando. Oh, shout out, bro, for giving me this sweater. Super dope. Zip up, super comfortable, super dope. So fresh, so clean. I'm feeling like Andre 3K. 3 stacks. Keep your heart. 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Ah, my God, I gotta go listen to that track again. Um, but yeah, basically, I just wanted to say, obviously, the same moment never happens twice. I sort of been realizing that, obviously, again and again, and now I feel like I just kind of got to say it out loud. The same moment never happens twice. Don't look for it again. You know what I mean? You can find remnants of it. That's always super dope. I mean, like, there's that whole, oh my God, I'm gonna get into a whole tangent about Joji because he's releasing, but I had a situation when Glimpse of Us came out, and that whole song was like, I'm just with you, like, just because when I see in your eyes, I see like a glimpse of us and stuff. And I remember being like, oh, that's so messed up to do to somebody. But I remember like a fling I had where I was kind of doing a similar thing, and I was like, oh, that's, what I get. I like, I've been on both sides of that, and I kind of like understand that. And I'm like, oh man, this dude is like really, this man is brutally honest. Even though I don't know if he does the songwriting, because I'm pretty sure what's it called? Charlie Puth was supposed to do "Glimpse of Us" or something like that, and denied it. But I don't know. Anyways, that's it. I just wanted to say, like, I've been chasing nostalgia in a good way. I've been having a lot of fun replaying some of those old games and listening to or finding a lot of my old memories and stuff in music I'm listening to now, or finding a way to relate it to me previously and stuff. I don't know. It's dope. It's dope. Please listen to new stuff. I've been listening to obviously that Front Bottoms album, as well as Steely Dan. I think I already talked about Steely Dan. I listened to Asia, the album, because it was on the top 100. But Joji's album is coming out actually tomorrow or midnight today, because it's Thursday, February 2nd, 2026, as I'm recording this. So I'm going to be checking that out at midnight. Hopefully it's dope. Maybe I'll have like a little listening party with my homie, low key. Maybe that might be a little bit dope. I don't know. That might be super dope. All right, cool. I'll leave it like that. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that stuff so you're freaking notified and all that. Oh, whatever, dude. Bye.